From FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins.
Here we go. Wait, 80! You'll get this one.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Strong left. Four down. Check. 4 down.
I got this.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hey, gun. 10.
On first down, Garoppolo forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
He's coming, double up.
I got this.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180!
On Yardy. Mike 42. Watch the screen.
Shoot. One, Omaha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action, it's Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark finding his way home to get the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check 42 to Mike.
11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, gun.
36. Let's go. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And checking in on what's going on up in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do?
Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That one complete to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Corey Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
12.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, alert.
2, lane's 42.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 23 yards on the play.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It'll be Minshew again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Check your hot read.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 25 on 2nd down, Minshew. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Landry, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check 13.
Lock.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
21. Here we go. Hey. High 7.
Check 42's the mic. Check.
21.
Push the back.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Go. Yo. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield to try again after the sack. Minshew. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. It gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Littleton in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. $12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
65.
Check four. Switch.
Now Garoppolo. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. It's caught by Herndon. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Big stop.
Hey, gun.
He's crashing.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Being chased out left, and he's going to go down again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
3 down. Watch 10. 11.
25. Check 25.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Switzer on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Corey Davis, 85 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, a design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Hit it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Here's Minshew. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Looking deep, and that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get him, get him, get him.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. 49, check 49.
Hey, gun.
They'll go again with Lindsey. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. 180!
No, I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, look, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Redskins on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I got you. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Twist.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
13.
Check.
Hey, gun.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Wide, get wide. Deuce.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A first down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Redskins take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
White.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
You got tight right there. Shoot.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming.
21.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
21. 21.
Garoppolo now. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
Watch the slant. Check nickel. Check.
Hey, gun. 1, Omaha.
42 the mic, boys. 42.
On 1st down, Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. I got them.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Black!
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Rabbit.
Red Hunt!
On the team.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Minshew sets to throw. Dancing to his left. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.